Gamers. What is a gamer? Is that a gamer? Are you a gamer? Am I a gamer? I don't know, but I don't think that goes there. And why are you in my bed?
We're gonna need your help.
The wild world of gaming is as vast as it is diverse. New species are discovered on a daily basis. The majestic, the psychotic, and the downright disturbing. What once was considered myth is now canon, but many questions still linger. Are they conscious? Where do they come from? What is that? Or rather, why is that? And these paradoxes continue to baffle modern scientists, as the mind of a gamer is undoubtedly the final scientific frontier. The depths? Conquered. The globe? Flattened. Space? Bullied. And at the end of the day, all science knows for sure is that it knows nothing. But with new advances in technology like webcams, walkthroughs, and accidental live streams, we've been able to capture these wild creatures in ways never thought possible, on the hunt, with their tribe, and even amongst lovers. Beautiful. And today, we follow these exotic beasts in their natural habitats, whether it be social hour, migration, or the pursuit of happiness. The goal being to shed a glimmer of clarity onto these ever murky waters, the gaming ecosystem full of whales, monkeys, and demons. Oh my. However, we must proceed with caution, for with great knowledge comes great responsibility, and ignorance in many ways is bliss, because when one attempts to understand monsters, he must risk becoming one, or put more simply, if you gaze long enough into the abyss surely will look back. Uh-oh. Speed, momentum, violence. It's a typhoon of anger, hatred, and malice. Our first creature preys upon the weak and inanimate, whether it be controllers, televisions, or their friends. It is the very embodiment of chaos, corrupting all unfortunate souls it encounters, spewing incoherent cusses up to a 3,000-mile radius. Incredible, yet devastating, and all who come in contact with its spicy splooge risk infection, resulting in sweaty palms, steamy ears, and a steep rise in testosterone. And if you don't seek medical attention or stop, drop, and roll, you inevitably will become it. The deranged demon, the babbling baboon, the rager. Son, did you shit your pants again? The Rager is the most common type of gamer found in the wild, as it potentially exists within each and every one of us. A ticking time bomb. Could be her, could be him, could even be you. And most people, at some point in their journey, go through this phase. It's inevitable. A rite of passage, a sign of budding manhood. Ancient tribes demanded a lion skin, and modern man requires an Xbox carcass. The anti-hero's journey. The Rager within can be triggered in a variety of ways and by different environments. Overwatch for him, Dark Souls for her, and League of Legends for them. Modern science seems to indicate a link to genetics. Russians are particularly triggered by CSGO, and Americans Call of Duty. Like, I'm from Lavender Town, and so I get triggered by Pokemon. Gross! Because with every confusion ray and with every harden, my heart begins to harden. And in that red haze of confused bloodthirst, nobody, or rather nothing, is safe. Posters, pillows, and most of all, my self-loathing self, because when literally everything in the apartment is destroyed, there's really only one thing left to do. I don't wanna. Oh! Ah, that really hurt. The Rager's diet consists mostly of Code Red, zebra cakes, and salty tears, the building blocks of any healthy lifestyle. A Rager's lair can be identified in a few simple ways. 1. The deceased mad cats littering the floor. 2. The distinct lack of the opposite sex. And 3. The sound of silence reverberating off the anime-soaked walls. An aura of darkness, a cloak of hatred that you can't see, but you can feel as the silence is deafening. They haven't been able to beat that boss all night, and their teammates keep calling them a cum dumpster, which really hurts, cause it's true. And so the beast is just waiting for an excuse. Just give them a reason. It could be a word, a question, or even a simple glance, and they will explode. All it takes is one small push or one giant misstep.
Oh my god! Honey, I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
その階段を2段降りろ。再び私の仲間にしてやる。
Uh-oh. A shrill screech echoes upon the wind, a siren song as annoying as it is deadly, as it emits sharp notes that send sailors onto sharp rocks. Our next creature is perhaps one of the weakest gaming monsters physically, but they more than make up for it with their unique telepathic abilities. The sad siren, the pathetic pelican, the whiner.
Have you seen the TV remote? You know what? Forget it.
The whiner exists across all genres of game, whether it be blaming their teammates, blaming the game, or blaming their cat. The whiner refuses to take responsibility for their ineptitude. They live in a delusion so deep that it permeates all facets of their life. It's the Matrix, but they're hooked up to copium instead of alien cum, and their cognitive dissonance blinds all would-be predators with a dart of deception so powerful that its victims instantly start tripping mad balls, seeing gnomes, speaking to God, and eating a delicious steak. Oh wait, that's just my hand. The whiner is hyper-territorial by nature, and when one claims an area, whether it be a bedroom, a living room, or a family room, all life forms must evacuate immediately. It's a Chernobyl of toxic excuses, and any contact with these pathetic creatures will forever curse those who have the misfortune of beholding thee with the red mark, the bloody hole, the blissful bullet, because at least in death one can finally find silence.
No, please. No. I don't want to die. Oh, thank God.
Oh my god!
No!
The whiner has a particularly devastating ability called Blame Shift. It's not their fault, how could it be? They're perfect. Even their single mom said so, and so the Winoceros Blamerous will always find a way to shift the goalposts, remove responsibility, and cry about each and every possible challenge they encounter in life. It's their special ability. It's been charging up for 30 years, tail whipping themselves into confusion, and then being mad at their fist for hitting them. And I can't really blame them. Fists are just massive dicks. Literally. And if you have the misfortune of encountering these parasites, run. Run, my friend, for the hills, across the oceans, and never look back. Not for trees, not for crosswalks, not even for fists. The whiner's diet consists strictly of potatoes, celery, and lukewarm water. Not cold and not hot. Lukewarm, like their entire life. And a whiner's nest can be spotted by the insane cleanliness, the OCD levels of perfection, controllers lined up, games dusted, and fleshlights coordinated by colors. Don't fist that, you might turn straight, and if you dare enter the realm of the whiner, be sure to equip yourself with some Beats by Dre, a pair of Hulk hands, and a phone to not only distract yourself, but because its reflection will prevent petrification, their ultimate ability. And remember, aim for their weak spot. Everyone's weak spot, the fist hole.
Do you hear something?
アンジェロ岩は道しるべとして、また恋人たちの約束の場所として。
It's 3 in the morning, and you awake with a fright. The sound of button mashing reverberates off your walls, a muffled panting in the distance. You emerge from your slumber with a stumble, half blind, groggy, and with morning wood, and you move towards the light. Maybe it's Jesus, perhaps even God. And there is only one way to find out. The door, because it's always the door, and as you open it, a light spears your retinas, blinding you like a bat, a saturated 4K light that God himself couldn't create, and as your eyes adjust, you see a sight so sad, so pathetic that your heart shrinks 2 sizes too small, for in front of you sits the addict.
Usually on a week where I don't have much homework or anything, or any midterms, it's probably like 4 to 6 hours a day.
That's it? Dude, I've been playing for 52 hours straight. Oh, the Red Bull just wore off.
Our final creature of this episode is the addict, the player that has been engulfed by compulsion, pouring their entire soul into their craft, playing video games. Nerd, whether it be an MMO, a MOBA, or slots, it matters not. Some call them whales, others call them crazy, I call them hackers because, dude, there is no way you're that good. And the addict is not dangerous to those around him, but rather himself, for that fire that burns within his heart may very well burn him if he is not careful. Fire is man's greatest gift, but also his greatest enemy. Trust me, but the addict can turn this fire into gold as well, using heat, pressure, and lots of Adderall. Perhaps too much Adderall, becoming an esports gamer, or even more despicably, a streamer. Nerd, but it's not all bad. It can be beautiful in many ways. These players are so dedicated to the craft of virginity that they are willing to do whatever to become the best that no one ever was. For the addict, the sky is the limit. Literally, you can go no further because space is still
pissed about earlier.
Yo, what's up?
Not again.
The dark side of the addict is self-explanatory. It can drive you to madness, driving away friends, loved ones, cats, and dogs who can't stand the scent of your unwashed undies. You haven't showered in weeks, and they can tell. The addict falls under the fiend family, often spending hundreds, perhaps even thousands of dollars to look hot for random strangers on the internet, peacocking for love because they can find none in real life. It'd be tragic if it wasn't so goddamn funny.
Let me be honest with you. The Mount sucks big dicks.
How'd you know?
And that's it for today. There are undoubtedly many species we've yet to uncover and cover in this series, so let me know what creatures you've come across in your travels. I'm interested to hear and to dig deeper under the surface and find what lies beneath, no matter how terrifying or despicable. And remember, if you've seen your dark reflection in this video, fret not. For all it takes is a little bit of awareness or a good pair of fists.
Hideous.
I didn't want that fist anyways.